हेलो फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज डॉक्टर शिखा गहराना और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं नी जॉइंट एनाटॉमी की। एंड यस, टू मेक इट इजी, सो नी जॉइंट एनाटॉमी के अंदर आज आप इस वीडियो में जानेंगे नी जॉइंट आर्टिकुलेशंस, नी जॉइंट आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज, synovial membrane, menisci, capsules, ligament, muscles, movements, and bursa. So we are going to talk about all the aspects of knee joint in short, so that it is easier for you guys to understand. All right. So now let's begin the topic without wasting any time. Knee joint is a hinge variety bicondylar synovial joint. It is enclosing numerous structure. So knee joint is a quite complex joint because it is involving number of structures. So we are starting with number of structure. First we have is bones. So we have bones, you can see here, femur, tibia and the patella bones. We have articulating surface, that are the joint surfaces. We have articular cartilage, that is in and around of the joint. We have synovial membrane, we have joint capsule, we have meniscus, lateral meniscus, you can see here, we have medial meniscus here. We have ligaments, we have anterior cruciate ligament, the crossing ligament, cruciate ligaments. Anterior cruciate ligaments, you can see here. Posterior cruciate ligament, you can see here. We have lateral collateral ligaments from femur up to the fibula. We have medial collateral ligament from the medial surface of femur to the medial surface of the tibia. We have certain amount of muscles here. So muscles you cannot see in this diagram. We have bursas, we have patella, we have cut the patella here. So you will see the patellar tendon and joint specific. सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे bones जो कि part ले रही हैं to form the knee joint. Let's have a look over the bone that are forming the knee joint. So bones that are taking part in forming the knee joint. So we have femoral bone, we have tibial bone and we have patella bone. So femoral lower ends of the femur bone, upper parts of tibial bone and the patella. So here we have articulating surfaces as lateral condyle of femur, medial condyle of femur and the patellar surface. In the tibia we have lateral condyle of tibia, medial condyle of tibia and intercondylar eminence. And here you can see anterior and posterior view, we have a base and apex of the patella. So this portion is attachment of patellar tendon. So patella sits in the groove in here. Okay. So yes, we are seeing the articulating joint surfaces here. So we have one joint is tibiofemoral joint. Tibiofemoral joint is a bicondylar hinge variety synovial joint. So you can see here the femur and the tibia. So condyle, lateral condyle of femur is articulating with the lateral condyle of tibia and medial condyle of femur is articulating with the medial condyle of tibia and they are forming tibiofemoral joint. Second joint that is forming is a patellofemoral joint. So this joint is particularly a saddle shaped joint. So as we all know that patella एक सिस्टेमॉइड बोन है जो कि अंडर अ टेंडन डेवलप होती है और ये जिस टेंडन के अंदर डेवलप होती है उसका नाम है क्वाड्रिसेप्स टेंडन. So what is the advantage of patella that is developing under the quadriceps tendon? So basically it increases the lever arm of quadriceps muscle so that functioning or effectiveness of quadriceps pull is more as compared if we have no patella, right? During knee motion, we will see the patella slide down. So जब हम knee पे movement करते हैं, knee पे हमारे दो movements होते हैं, flexion and extension primarily. So जब हम knee flexion कराते हैं, flexion का मतलब होता है कि आप अपनी tibia को पीछे की तरफ लेके जा रहे हैं. जब आप flexion करोगे तो patella जो है सिक्स धीरे धीरे इंफीरियर नीचे की तरफ आएगी जब आप अपनी टिबिया को पीछे की तरफ लेके जाओगे। आई एक्सप्लेन यू अगेन। जब आप अपनी टिबिया को पीछे की तरफ लेके जा रहे हो, then this patella slowly shifts downward inferiorly along the trochlear tooth. So this is the patella movement during knee flexion, that patella goes inferior direction. Then second movement is knee extension. Extension का मतलब है आप टिबिया को आगे की तरफ लेके जा रहे हो, और जब आप नी एक्सटेंशन करोगे मतलब फॉरवर्ड मूवमेंट करोगे तो पटेला जो है धीरे धीरे ऊपर की तरफ ग्लाइड होगी। I hope you guys understood with the patella motions that performs during the knee. आर्टिकुलेटिंग जॉइंट सरफेस के बाद हम बात करेंगे आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज की। सो आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्ट्रक्चर। सो कार्टिलेज इज, यू कैन सी, it lines the joint in and around. So articular cartilage helps bones to glide with each other with less of friction, और ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है कि एक प्रोटेक्टिव लेयर का काम करते हैं और एक शॉक एब्जॉर्बर की तरह आर्टिकुलर कार्टिलेज काम करती है। We have synovial membrane and the capsule. So synovial membrane secretes synovial fluid and lubricates joint space all over the joint space. You can see the synovial fluid is present. And we have a capsule. Capsule is very important structure because it is reinforcing the joint and it provides additional stability to the knee joint. Next we have meniscus. So meniscus, we have two meniscus. एक होता है हमारा medial meniscus and second is lateral meniscus. Medial meniscus present होगा between the medial condyle of femur and medial condyle of tibia. Lateral meniscus is present between the lateral condyle of femur and lateral condyle of tibia. So now we'll see a general structure of the menisci. So here it is a medial meniscus and here we have it is as a lateral meniscus. Right? Here we have lateral meniscus. So structure of meniscus is, this is the anterior horn. Anterior portion is anterior horn. Posterior portion is posterior horn and central portion is known as a body. So menisci is a jelly or cushion like structure, again helps in shock absorber. So blood supply to the meniscus is very important, especially in terms of injury, and know how better the prognosis will be. So you can see here meniscus, we have divided it in three zones. So one is red zone, second one is red-white zone, and third is white zone. So we have these three zones. So these three zones, we are talking about these zones because it is important. The tears that are taking place in red zone. So red zone, first zone, red zone, rich blood supply, heals faster than the tears in white zone with less blood supply. So it is clinically very relevant. Now we are talking about the ligaments. So ligaments, we have two kind of ligament. So before telling कि ligaments कितने हैं, हमें पता होना चाहिए ligaments वो taut bands हैं जो bone to bone connection provide करते हैं और joint को stability देते हैं. So अभी बात करते हैं हम सबसे पहले cruciate ligaments की. Cruciate ligaments are called as cruciate क्योंकि ये आपस में cross करते हैं. Right? That's why cruciate word signifies crossing. So ये cross करते हैं आपस में इनके bundle. So cruciate ligaments, we have anterior cruciate ligament जिसको हम आगे ACL के नाम से pronounce करने वाले हैं. We have posterior cruciate ligament जिसे हम PCL के नाम से आगे pronounce करने वाले हैं. We have collateral ligaments as well. So medial collateral ligament, MCL, lateral collateral ligament, LCL ligament. Location of the ligaments. So here you can see I have given colors to all the ligaments according to the text color. So it is easy for you guys to understand the colors and the location in the picture of the ligament. So first we are talking about ACL. ACL ligament के बारे में जानते हैं. ACL ligament जो है वो रन करता है diagonal manner में. So ACL और PCL दोनों ही diagonally रन कर रहे हैं. I have told you cruciate का मतलब है वो लिगामेंट जो आपस में एक दूसरे को क्रॉस कर रहे हैं. सो ACL रन करता है डायगनली और फिर नीचे ये आता है मिडिल ऑफ द नी में, मिडिल ऑफ द नी, और यहाँ ये कनेक्ट करता है फीमर बोन को विद द टिबिया. सो ACL का जो फंक्शन होता है वो टिबिया को बहुत ज़्यादा आगे जाने से रोकता है. जैसे हम रनिंग कर रहे हैं, हॉपिंग कर रहे हैं, या कुछ ऐसी एक्टिविटीज़ जिनमें हमें सडन चेंजेस इन डायरेक्शन करना होता है, तो वहाँ टिबिया बहुत जल्दी आगे की तरफ बढ़ सकती है. तो ACL प्रिवेंट्स, चेक करता है, एक चेक मैकेनिज्म होता है, और उस चेक मैकेनिज्म के थ्रू वो एक्सेसिव फॉरवर्ड गोइंग ऑफ टिबिया को स्टॉप करता है. देन वी हैव सेकंड लिगामेंट PCL. सो PCL, राइट, PCL. सो PCL अगेन रन्स डायगनली, ये भी डायगनली रन करता है, ये जाता है पीछे बैक साइड ऑफ योर नी. This ligament, PCL ligament, will run diagonally down the back of your knee and it will again connect femur to the tibia. Because ये पीछे की तरफ जॉइंट हो रहा है तो ये अब रोकेगा टिबिया को. एक्सेसिव जब बैकवर्ड मूवमेंट होगा तब ये चेक मैकेनिज्म की तरह बैकवर्ड मूवमेंट को रजिस्ट करेगा. Then we have NCL ligament. NCL ligament is medial collateral ligament. So this ligament runs on the medial side of knee and it prevents excessive inner side of displacement of tibia. Then we have LCL. So LCL runs lateral side of the knee and it prevents excessive lateral side displacement of tibia or the outer displacement of tibia. अभी हम बात करने वाले हैं मूवमेंट्स और उसके बाद हम कवर करने वाले हैं मसल्स ऑफ द नी. सो मूवमेंट जो कि नी जॉइंट पर परफॉर्म किए जा रहे हैं इज फ्लेक्शन, extension, and also knee has certain amount, it allows certain degrees of rotation as well. So flexion movement is when you are taking your knee backward, or folding of your knee is called as a flexion movement, which is around 130 degree. And extension, when you are straight, when you are coming back to this position or your leg is straight, your patella is tightened, that is called extension. So extension movement is 0 degree, right, and allows some degree of rotation. Anterior compartment muscles of the knee joint. So very powerful muscle group we have here is quadriceps femoris muscle group. Right, so quadriceps femoris is made up of 4 muscles. So first muscle is a rectus femoris muscle. Rectus femoris muscle is 2 joint muscle which crosses the hip and knee joint. So you can see rectus femoris here. Then another 3 muscles are vastus medialis. Medialis is present on the medial side, vastus lateralis on the lateral side, and vastus medialis is found beneath the rectus femoris. Rectus femoris के नीचे होती है. So rectus femoris is superficial और vastus intermedius जो है वो उसके नीचे पाई जाती है. So the very important point I am going to tell you guys here is ये तीनों मसल्स vastus medialis, intermediate and lateralis, ये तीनों ही मसल originate होती हैं on the femur. उसके बाद along with the rectus femoris ये मर्ज होके एक कॉमन टेंडन बनाती हैं जिसको हम quadriceps tendon बोलते हैं. So here it is called as a quadriceps tendon, but when it reaches up to base of patella, then it is known as a patellar tendon. So functionally, quadriceps muscle acts as a powerful extensor of the knee joint. अभी हम बात करेंगे posterior compartment of the knee muscles. So we have 7 knee muscles that are taking part in flexion of the knee joint, right? But primarily we have hamstring group of muscle that are called as a flexors of knee. So hamstring has 3 muscles. So semimembranosus, you can see here the medial side semimembranosus, right? Then we have semitendinosus muscle, and we have biceps femoris. We have 2 heads, long and short head. So you can see biceps femoris long head here, and you can see biceps femoris short head here, right? So semitendinosus, more medially semimembranosus. Lateral side we have biceps femoris long head and biceps femoris short head lateral side. Alright, so medial boundaries are formed by the semimembranosus and the tendinosus muscles, and lateral boundaries are formed by the biceps femoris long and short heads. Other muscles we have as sartorius, we have gracilis, popliteus, and the gastrocnemius muscles. You can see gracilis here, gastrocnemius here, popliteus muscle here. So these muscles are knee flexors and helps in rotation at the knee joint. I told you knee joint allows certain degrees of rotation movement as well because of these muscles it provides. So popliteus is a very important muscle. It also takes part in unlocking of the knee joint. Talking about the bursa. So bursa कुछ ऐसे fluid filled छोटे छोटे structures होते हैं जो कि present होते हैं either between the skin or the tendon, या फिर ये प्रेजेंट होते हैं टेंडन और बोन के लेवल पे. ये कुछ ऐसे स्ट्रक्चर्स होते हैं जो हेल्प करते हैं इन रिड्यूसिंग फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन टू मूविंग स्ट्रक्चर्स. सो ये हमारे मूवमेंट को स्मूथ बनाने में बहुत हेल्पफुल होते हैं. So to understand the bursa, I have divided the bursa in 2 categories. One is bursa around the patella, and second is bursa not anatomically close to patella. So we have pre-patellar bursa, we have superficial infrapatellar bursa, we have deep infrapatellar bursa and suprapatellar bursa. So as the name implies, जिस तरह से नाम हमें बता रहा है इन bursas की location, let's see them on the diagram here. So pre-patellar bursa is जो कि पटेला के जस्ट आगे की तरफ है pre-patellar bursa. Then we have infrapatellar bursa जिसकी हमारे पास 2 branches हैं, superficial and deep. So infrapatellar, पटेला के अगर हम नीचे आएंगे तो हमें infrapatellar bursa मिलेंगे. One is superficial infrapatellar bursa and another is deep infrapatellar bursa. Then we have suprapatellar bursa. अगर हम पटेला के ऊपर की तरफ जाएंगे, so we will find out the suprapatellar bursa here. Then some bursas that are not anatomically close to bursa, very important bursas, we have is pes anserine bursa. Pes anserine bursa is quite common to get inflamed with. So pes anserine bursa you will see on the medial side of the tibia. Then we have iliotibial bursa that is found on the lateral aspect of the tibia. Then we have tibiofemoral collateral ligament bursa. Under these ligaments you can find out the bursas. Then we have gastrocnemius semimembranosus bursa. So here what you are seeing is gastrocnemius bursa, right? I hope this video is quite informative to you all, and I have tried to include all the structures that are present in the knee joint in brief so that it is easier for you guys to understand. So if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions or query, please write to us. We'll surely get back to you. Thank you.